Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Studyship with Sudesh. This is chapter 2 Inside Our Earth. I tell you, planet Earth. The Earth in which human lives is not absolutely spherical in shape. That's why I show you interior of the Earth. Look at this picture. There are different layers present in this picture. The Earth is like an onion which is made up of several layers. These are the several layers 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the different layer. First one is crust, second one is metal, third is outer core and fourth is inner core. First one is crust. The uppermost layer over the earth's surface is called the crust. This uppermost layer is the crust. This is the crust. It is the thinnest of all the layer. It is 35 km thick on the land masses and continental masses the only 5 km on the ocean floor. Mainly mineral constituents of the continental masses silica and alumina. Thus it is called a sial. It is called a sial. SIAL. C Si means silica and Al means alumina. The oceanic crust mainly consists of silica and magnesia. Thus it is called a sima. Means SIMA. C means silica and Ma means magnesium. Let us talk the second layer. Second layer is a metal, upper and lower. This layer extends up to a depth of 2900 km below the crust. So next layer is core. If we are talking, the innermost layer is the core. The radius of core is about 3500 km. It is mainly made up of a nickel and iron. Thus it is called a Nife. Means NiFe. Ni means nickel and Fe means iron. The central core has very high temperature and pressure. So I think this is clear too. Now coming to the next topic, rock. Look at this graph. These are the different layers of the earth, and after that these are the rocks. Rocks are mainly three types of rock: igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. And igneous rock are of two types: intrusive and extrusive igneous rock. So let us come with the first topic, igneous rock. I show you more examples of rock. These are the rocks. Any natural masses of a mineral matter that makes up the earth crust is called a rock. It can be a different color, size and texture. There are three major types of rocks are igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. These are the also example of these rocks: igneous, metamorphic and sedimentary rocks. So let us come with the first one, igneous rock. What do you mean by igneous rock? When the molten magma cools, it becomes solid and are called a igneous rock. They are also called a primary rocks, and they are of two types, means intrusive rock and extrusive rock. This one is the intrusive rock. When the molten magma cools down deep inside the earth crust, giving formation of solid rocks, are called intrusive igneous rock. Since they cool down slowly, They form a large grains. For example, granite, grinding stones used to prepare a paste powder of spices, and grains are made up of a granite. Let us come with the next topic, extrusive rocks. When the molten lava comes on the earth's surface, it rapidly cools down and become a solid on the crust. These rocks are called extrusive ignition rocks. They have a very fine grinding structure. For example, a basalt, the Duncan Plateau, is made up of a basalt rock. These are the more examples of these rocks. So I think this is clear to all. Now moving to the next rock, sedimentary rock. Rocks roll down, cracks, and hit each other and are broken down into small fragments which are called as sediments. These sediments are transported and deposited by wind and water. These looses sediments are compressed and hardened to form a layer of rock. These types of rock are called sedimentary rocks. I show you some examples of sedimentary rock. First one is sandstone. It is made up of a grains of sands. These are the sandstones. Now moving to the next rock, metamorphic rock. Under great heat and pressure, ignition and sedimentary rocks can change into a metamorphic rocks. For example, clay change into a slate and limestone into a marble. I show you this type of rock are metamorphic rock. So I show you more rocks. These are the rocks and how these rocks are used by a human beings. Mostly rocks are used for construction activities such as making buildings and roads, and they are the source of minerals which are useful for various purposes in daily life. So let us come with the next topic, rock cycle. The process of transformation of the rocks from one to another is known as the rock cycle. It describes the changes among the three main types of rock: ignition rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rocks. When the molten magma cools, it solidifies to become a ignition rock. These ignition rocks are broken down into small particles by various agents such as weathering, temperature, and winds, and are transported and deposited to form a sedimentary rocks. These smaller grains of rocks keep moving toward a basins and lower regions and gradually form a sedimentary rocks like this way. When the ignition and sedimentary rocks are subjected to heat and pressure, they change into a metamorphic rocks. The metamorphic rocks, which are still under great heat and pressure, melt down to form a molten magma. And again, this molten magma again can cool down and solidify into a ignition rock. This process take a hundreds and thousands of years. I think this is clear to all. Now moving to the next topic, mineral. Mineral are natural occurring substances which have certain physical properties and definite chemical positions. These are very important for humans. For example, coal, natural gas, petroleum. They are also used in industries, iron, aluminium, gold, uranium, etc., in medicines, in fertilizers, etc. I think this is clear to all, and please like, share and subscribe my channel.